This is an experimental podcast. This is That One Podcast, episode 22, with the Rob Brown. Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah! That's what's up, people. How are you? It's me, R-O-B, Rob Brown, spelled like the color. Where is my mouse? There you are. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You doing good today? Because I'm doing pretty good. I'm hanging in there, living life to the fullest. Oh, you hear that fart noise from the mic? Oh. Oh. Somebody farted. From Diver Wimpy Kid. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, sorry, Mom. Is it this? Oh, we fixed it. It was the cord. Me just destroying the cord as we speak. It's me destroying the cord. Destroying the cord. Life is good. Life is good. I went to an open mic last night, and it was, well, I was late for it, I'm gonna be honest. And the people weren't happy. Yeah, people weren't happy. It was a show that went on at Pat's Bar. Shout out to Kevin Shedd for doing it. And I was super late. I got there around 10 o'clock. The show started at 9. All of the comics have already gone. The open mic was already going. And, you know, I went up and I did 5 minutes. I did a shitty 5 minutes, though. But we enjoyed being on stage, and that's what matters. Because I like attention. I love attention. And I love attention to the point where I will try to get it from anyone. I talk to strangers. I have to talk to strangers at my job because I work in retail. So, which is very fun. I love talking to strangers. I love talking to people about TVs and people going, is this a good TV? And I'm like, yeah, it's a good TV. It's the best. It's not the best. It's actually pretty shit. The TV is dog shit. I'll tell you, it's absolute dog shit. Dude, I had to move a 100-inch TV last week. That was horrible. They were like, hey, man, we're not selling any 100-inch TVs. We got to put these out there. And I'm like, aren't they on the website? What, do I have to, like, say to people, well, you can get a 100-inch TV, you know, if you want. It is a lot of money, but, you know, if you want to get a 100-inch TV, you can get it. It's like a 100-inch iPad without touching the screen, and it is heavy as hell. Heavy as hell. Excuse me, microphone. It is heavy as hell, and I had to do it by myself. I put it in the display. I'm hoping it's sold, so then I don't have to move anymore. I'm doing this on my day off, so trying not to think about Walmart. Because people, I'll tell you this, people, if you have a problem and you need something solved, you literally have to go to the place. I think I just exposed where I work. Who cares? Who cares? Seriously, who cares? I'm not saying where, but I work at that place. So, when you work there, you literally have to go to the place to figure out what the problem is. Because, I mean, it is open 7 days a week for over 12 hours every day. But Jesus Christ, if you try to text someone, they will not respond. They will not respond to you at all. Hey, I got a payment problem. No response. Hey, is my shift this day? No response. Hey, can I take off this day? I'm sick. No response. You have to come in. Hey, I got 105 fever. Nope, you're getting a point for it. You're getting a point. You didn't take the day off. So, Horrible stuff. Horrible stuff. But I find the fun in it. Like I say every single week, I find the fun inside of it. And, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because when you're in between stuff like I am, you just have to figure it out, people. And that's why I like going to open mics, because then I can talk about it and let people know that's what's going on in my life and the weird stories of what happens at that place. And because that's all the material that I have. I tried to do that material and it didn't work. The crowd was not on my side, especially in the beginning. There was a guy with a hunchback, like literally a hunchback. And I called him sharing a beer with the hunchback in Notre Dame. And people were not happy about it at all. Like, at all. They were like, he's in pain. How dare you say that he's in pain? He's in pain. Don't you say it. It's like, Jesus, dude, take an Advil. Advil wouldn't help. Advil wouldn't help him because it's literally, someone called him the letter C. Shout out to Johnny Hollywood for that joke. And I had a good conversation with people about my sobriety and where I am right now. Because they checked, some people check like, hey, where you been? What you been up to? And I'm like, well, I'm in between jobs and I got sober. So, I got sober and I wanted to change my life. And I want to feel more present on stage, want to be there on stage, want to be able to actually do something in this comedy world and not just get, fucked up at, open mics. Excuse my French. But, it's just... We'll get into that, we'll get into that. Jealousy was a big part of my last week because I didn't go to the Kill Tony situation at Madison Square Garden, and so many people that I know did, and I was like, damn it. That could have been me. Look, I have shit on that show constantly on this show, but it's because people who I believe I'm better than are getting better opportunities. And I'm not saying the people who were on the show, because I do say a huge congratulations to them. They deserved getting that opportunity, but just I want opportunities like that. Hopefully someday. Hopefully someday. Maybe I just have to go to one of those things and get my name pulled and then just figure it out. I don't know if I would do well. Who cares? I don't know if I would do well on stage, but because you have to have like a weird gimmick, like look guys, I could do this. I don't even know what that was. You have to go up on stage and be like, my penis is 3 inches. Do you like that, Tony? Tony, I like Trump, just like you. Does that get me points? Do I get a notebook? Hey, Red Band, can you do a sound effect for me? Because everybody wants to bond with these people. I don't want to be like someone, because like that was a thing that used to happen on the Howard Stern show. You go on and you just want to be on the air, and that's it. And me, I want to be like Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony were like the competitors for them, and they were a lot more fun. They were free, and people say that, their radio show was like a podcast, and that's how I want this to feel like. I would love to be the replacement of The Tonight Show. How sick would that be? Not the actual Tonight Show, but people watch the show like it's The Tonight Show. But that is a long reach, and saying that on my podcast is outrageous because I'm doing it in my garage. But a boy can dream, right? Right, Mom? Oh, God.
Announcement time. It's time for an announcement. It is a huge announcement.
The announcement is that I went to Fat Moose Comics this past week, and everything went perfect. I'm very excited for this show. I met Sean, the owner. He is a very nice man. We went over all the details of what we're going to be doing, and I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a fun show. But one thing that I did explain to myself is that I will not be posting the actual show. I'm saying that because I want to get everything perfect this time around. I don't want, I want to do these more often, but I want to get this done perfectly, meaning have all interaction with everyone who is there. So I am begging you, you should go to this show because it is going to be a fantastic show. It's going to be very in person, a lot of fun, a lot of segments, a lot of questions. And honestly, it's going to be a comedy show just as a podcast, and that's what I want. So I strongly please you to come to this show. It's going to be a great one. I have a great feeling about it. Oh, God. Speaking of news, we'll go to news. There was a man... We're going to lower down the glasses for this one. Man, Funky Mataz broke the Guinness Book of World Record for the highest altitude skydive while performing a self-tattoo. That is right. He was 15,000 feet in the air. And he duct tapes. This is how he did it. He duct taped a tattoo machine to his hand, and he tattooed fly on his other hand. This is what people are doing now to get some type of press, some type of recognition. This guy also has the Guinness Book of World Record for the most amount of signature tattoos on his back with over 200, right? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, has hundreds of celebrity signatures tattooed on his back, including Tom Brady, Bad Bunny, and Martha Stewart. He has 273 signatures at the time of the most signatures on his body in August 2025. 273 signatures. Why can't someone do a big John Hancock right on his... Do you imagine that? Do you imagine someone being like, yeah, screw all these other celebrities. I'm going to draw a big John Hancock-esque type of thing on your back, and I'm going to ruin the entire thing because it's all like, oh, yeah, let me do a little scribble. How many of them do you think look like the prescription to a medicine on his back where it's just like a circle and a line? Yeah, that's Tom Brady on my back. I'm making fun of this guy now. But Guinness Book of World Records, do you remember when that was the thing? Do you remember when the book was a big thing? I'm in the book of the Guinness Book of World Records. And it would be like, longest nails and tallest person. And now it's just outrageous. You know, it's like a ESPN stat. Because like for me, I would love to go for Guinness Book of World Records for the longest stand-up set, for the longest podcast. Kind of like iCarly did that one time. If you know, you know. But it's so ESPN stat where it's like, Guinness Book of World Record. I rode my bike for the longest time on a treadmill in Nevada. Congratulations. Congratulations, people. It's the Guinness Book of World Record. And the people who work there, who dress in the suits and they have a clipboard, like, what else do they do? Like, what do you do? I don't know. Guinness Book of World Record. I wore the beanie for the longest time in Disney World. Give me a round of applause. Yeah. Yeah. You know? Like the WWE Guinness Book of World Records. Natty Neidhart has the most amount of WWE matches, which is just like, okay. Congratulations. Not a great wrestler.
I will die on that hill.
So Guinness Book of World Records, people. What do you think of it? What would you do if you were going for a Guinness Book of World Record? You know, like Joey Chestnut has the most for 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Because, like, it's also like a time limit. Most amount of push-ups in 10 minutes. Most amount of, bench press, reps in 20 minutes. It's like a whole thing. Everything's down to like a science. I could do this for this amount of time, and it will be the Guinness Book of World Record. It will be the world record. Does a world record mean anything anymore? Because then someone could break it on social media, but because the Guinness dude wasn't there, it's not the Guinness Book of World Record. Like, for instance, I can technically go for as long as I want, but because Guinness isn't here, the Guinness Book of World Record, not Guinness the beer, or Guinness the pint fella. I, technically don't break the record. Who cares? Who cares about that stuff? I used to get in the library and you'd see like Guinness Book of World Record for the Siamese twins who are just not like the ones that are connected. The ones that are like, this is Beth and I'm Mary. And it's like, oh, what the hell is wrong with Mary? Jesus Christ, we're just coming for everybody at this point with deformities. Hey, I have a deformity. I am dyslexic. I can't read. All right? I have a lot of things wrong with me, all right? I got a lot of red flags. I like attention. I don't eat, I don't use condiments. I don't... I like watching movies and talking during them. I don't know. That's not a Guinness Book of World Record. What is? Riding my bike for 20 minutes on the dirt path for this amount of time. For this amount of distance. Who knows and who cares? Because, like, if I went to, like, a family outing and I'm like, I got the Guinness Book of World Records for most corn dogs in a minute. People are going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What are you doing with your life? Why are you doing that? So the guy, he tattooed fly on him. I wonder if he did it during the dive, meaning, like where you're like, this is amazing. Or the parachute where you're just like, where it just goes. And then you're gliding around like, hey, that was not that bad. Yeah, that was not that bad. Oh, look. Hey, that's the field. That's my wife. Oh, God. But that's my wife. Hey, that's my wife down there.
Hey, wife, can you see me? Hey, I'm all the way up here. Hey, traditional white guy.
It's my traditional white guy voice.
How you doing? Wonderful weather, huh? Look, not that bad to go on skydiving and tattoo myself.
Because, like, if it's the parachute moment, now he's just got a big line on his arm. Ugh. Not good. Not good. Here, let's look up Guinness Book of World Records. Let's see the most outrageous Guinness Book of World Records. Most crazy Guinness. Did I spell Guinness? Yeah, here we go. Farthest eyeball pop. Ew. 0.7 inches. 0.74 inches out of his socket. Longest milk squirt from an eye. Set a record of squirting milk a distance of 9 feet from his eye. Heaviest train pull by a beard. 10 meters. Because he was pulling 6,069 pounds. Most spoons balanced on a body. Managed to stick and balance 96 metal spoons on his skin at one time. Like, who figures out that they can balance metal spoons on their body? Like, hey, that's pretty good. I can get this one on my nipple. I could get this one on my shoulder. Look at that.
I practice every day by balance one on my toe.
Extreme endurance. Highest number counted allowed. Jeremy Harper spent 89 days live streaming himself, counting out loud to 1 million in 2007. Oh my God. What? Oh my God. This guy went 382 consecutive days between 1965 and 1966, surviving only on tea, coffee, and water and vitamins while losing 276 pounds. He spent the longest time without food. Longest voluntary breath hold. 28 minutes and 37 seconds. No, 24 minutes. Oh my God, my dyslexia again. This damn dyslexia. Switching up numbers and... Let's see what the most popular ones are. See, like, okay, now the ESPN ones. Most career goals in football. Who cares? Largest living cat. Tallest man ever. Yeah, we know that guy. He's like 8'11". Shortest woman living mobile. Whoa. No. 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 No, you can't. So they're showing this woman holding her little sign. It's almost as tall as her, and they put mobile next to her thing. Shortest woman living mobile. What does that mean? All right, lady, look, we know that you're shorter than this person, but you got to take a couple of steps. You got to take a... It's 1 foot in front of the other. Sorry, you didn't do 3 steps. You are not the Guinness Book World Record. She did 17. Most alternative control methods used to compete Dark Souls. What? Highest mountain. Longest snake. Okay, who cares about that? Who cares about the longest snake? Largest living cat. Okay. So you gave it steroids. Oldest person ever. Let's see. See, this one's awesome. Oh. I think she's dead. Yeah, she is dead. Oh, poor lady. 122 years old with 164 days. Pretty good. 122? Okay. Her name was Jean-Louise Clement. She's from France. She was born in 1837. No way. When was she born? Okay, she died in 1997, but... Okay, we're going to do the math here. We're going to do the math. We're going to do the math because... 1997 minus 122. What the no. Son of a bitch. I put in 1997 minus 122. Thank you. So she was born in 1875. So this girl was like, I remember slavery. Ooh, that's a bad joke. That's a bad joke. That's a bad joke. Eesh. That's like Rosa Parks, though. Do you know Rosa Parks was old enough to see Shrek? Isn't that crazy? She died in 2004, so it came out in 2001. Rosa Parks was alive for 9/11. She didn't want to be at the front on that plane. Oh my God! That's a fucked up joke. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, is that bad? That was bad. That was bad. Look, I know that was bad. That was bad, but I liked it. I liked it. Let's see. Let's see other ones. Let's see other ones. I don't care about the oldest person anymore. Longest fingernails on a pair of hands, but for a female. How long were they? Oh. 42 feet. Oh. 42 feet. Oh, God. 42 feet and 10 inches. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Look, okay. To put it in the perspective, she has her hands up like this. And she could walk around with them. Ugh! Disgusting. How do you even come up with that? Like, yeah, I'm just not going to cut them anymore. Diana Armstrong. Good for you, Diana. That was in March of 2022. Good for you, Diana. Shortest dog living. 1 day. No, I'm kidding. No. It's not that. Oh, my God. No, the dog is 3.59 inches. So it's like a tiny dog. That big. That big of a dog. Tiny dog. Little tiny dog. Little tiny dog. But like, I like the human stuff. Here's one. Land speed. Oh, fastest car. Let's see what the fastest car is. The fastest car ever. He went 763 miles per hour. Holy shit. So the car is powered by 2 Rolls-Royce jet engines, which generated 5,000 pounds of thrust. Weird. Fastest speed for a car driven blindfolded. Oh my God. Holy crap. How far did he go? Oh my God. 211 miles per hour. And he was blindfolded. Dude, Helen Keller could have pulled that off. They're like, Helen, you're going so fast. She's like, oh! Fastest recorded speed for a car in a driving video game? It's probably like 1,000. 423 miles per hour. Ah, boo. Boo. That's boring. I like the blindfolded guy. Come on. How sick is that? Holy crap. Dan Parker on behalf of the National Federation of the Blind. So he was blind. So how sick is that? They were like, yeah, just we're going to duct tape your foot to the floor. We're just going to let you floor it. Jesus Christ. Wow, you could just deep dive into these. Hold on. Because there's related records. Here, let's click longest time in a plank for a male. Oh my God. See, this is the stat one that I'm talking about. The longest time he was in a plank was 9 hours and 38 minutes and 47 seconds. He did it in 2023. This guy, Youssef Salik. Damn, Youssef. Good for you, dude. Dude's probably got a huge, dope abs. 5 years ago, I was 33 pounds overweight, and I used to be fond of alcohol and cigarettes. Now I lay on the ground for a living. Good for you, dude. Now, the push-up one, I'll show you the push-up one. This guy is pretty cool. This guy, Daniel, he did the most amount of push-ups in 1 hour. He did 3,249 push-ups. The record was 3,206 push-ups, and he just kept going. He kept going. Daniel had previously set the record in April 2022 with 3,182 push-ups. Jesus Christ. Ew, that guy's got a pool of sweat. Super fit grandma becomes the oldest person to hold a plank at 82. Oh, come on. Come on. That's ridiculous. See, that's the one that I'm talking about. Teen with Down syndrome smashes 24 fitness records to set powerful message. Good for him. Good for him. I'm not making fun of that one, people. 5 athletes who have shattered impressive fitness records. This is crazy. Intense pull-ups. I don't care about the video. Longest plank ever. Okay. Cool. Cool story, bro. Most popular record showcase. Let's see this. Celebrity foods and drink. Let's look at the food and drink. Heaviest carrot. What the fuck?
Look at the size of my carrot. It's a big carrot. You want to take a bite? Nope.
These are weird. Longest noodle. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Most Big Mac burgers eaten in a lifetime. Oh, I like that guy. He was in Super Size Me. Total of 35,000 total. 35,000 Big Macs. Good for him. That's a lot of Big Macs. Dude just loves a good Big Mac. I don't know what to tell you. Here, let's see. Now we're just deep diving. Marathons. Let's see, marathons. Fastest marathon dressed as an elf. Come on. Are you serious? This is ridiculous. Fastest man dressed as an elf is 2 hours and 56 minutes and was achieved by Matthew Barry. Come on. This was one of the 42 Guinness Book World Record titles achieved during the 2025 event. 42 different ones? See, this is what I'm saying. Who cares? Who cares anymore? Fastest group, fastest time to compete a marathon on each continent. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see. Okay, wheelchair, cool. Oh. We're not talking about that one. Fastest person with cerebral palsy to compete the 7 world marathon majors. Good for them. See, I'm going back and forth of just making fun of people. Fastest half marathon competed in a fencing uniform. Who cares? Oops, we're supposed to help you break records, not pages. Dude, damn. Do you imagine that?
Look, I'm on the website. Oh, they took me down? I was in a suit.
Fastest marathon dressed as a star. 3 hours and 15 minutes. Okay. People. Let's look up podcast stuff. Why not? Podcast. First podcast. That's a world record? Why is that a world record? Longest running movie podcast. 18 years. Longest running video gaming podcast. Most downloaded podcast. Most tickets sold for a podcast recording. Most concurrent views for a podcast on YouTube. Oh. Most viewed podcast episode on YouTube. Okay. This isn't good. Who cares? What about the longest podcast? Where's that? This is ridiculous. They don't even have that. Yeah, records, people. I'm looking for records. Most tickets sold. Longest running daily podcast host. Most guest interviews in a... Holy shit. You could apply for that one. First podcast of the British Queen's Christmas message. What? What? People, this is not... Here, let's see. Longest podcast ever recorded. In India. No, I'm just kidding. Come on, AI. 153-hour continuous podcast. Longest podcast episode ever. It's by a team of Dutch podcasters and broadcasters. October 1st to October 9th, 2022 during Dutch Media Week. That's pretty cool, actually. Longest continuous live stream ever recorded. Longest single host marathon. Only 36 hours nonstop, people. How sick would that be? 36 hours. 36 hours. What do you do for 36 hours? I would love to go for something like that. Yeah, we're going to look that up. Podcaster Mike Russell. Wow, we're just going deep into the world records now. Excuse me. The Go Show. Longest running podcast in the world. We're on Apple Podcasts now. Wow, he had it divided up into... Whoa. Wow. That's pretty cool. I'd love to go for something like that someday. That'd be really cool. Longest podcast in the world. Duration art projects. A live art project in New York, which stretched for past 100 straight hours. Now, would I want to do 36 hours of podcasting? Will that get me to stop? No.
Day 53 on this podcast of me doing absolutely nothing. I am unemployed still. Once again, this is me, Rob Brown, on the podcast, doing absolutely nothing.
Have you ever wanted to see a live podcast in person? Hey, it's me, R-O-B, Rob Brown, spelled like the color, and I'm bringing my podcast to Fat Moose Comics. It's going to be at 53 Parsippany Road in Whippany at 2 p.m. on August 23rd. It is going to be a fantastic show. It's going to be me doing a live podcast, doing some skits, and also questions at the end. Feel free to come out. It's going to be a fantastic time. I'm going to bring the entertainment, and you bring the fun. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real, it's been fun, and I hope to see you at this one. Peace. Should I do what's in the bag? Should I do what's in the bag? I'm going to do what's in the bag. Where is it? Where's that damn bag? I'm only pulling out 3 things. 3 things. Oh, sorry. I ran into you. It was like I was running into you at a bar. Oh, hey! Sorry. I used to do that to people. Before I start what's in the bag, I used to go up to people in college and go, hey, I'm just doing an audio project. Let me just, oh, jeez. Let me just test this out real quick. Yeah, it's an art project. Just got to test the audio real quick. Anyway, what's in the bag, people? And what's in the bag is NCAA Football 14, a game that I've been playing religiously for over 10 years. I say it's my favorite. I wouldn't say it's the greatest sports game of all time. People will say something different, but me, I love it. I love it because of Road to Glory, the roster that's in there. There's a roster of the original rosters that are in there, people I can name: Marcus Mariota, Johnny Manziel, Jameis Winston, DeAnthony Thomas, A.J. McCarron from Alabama. Alabama definitely has tons of great people on that team. Manti Te'o did not make it, nor his girlfriend, people. All right, that's mean. That's mean. Poor guy. He went through some tough shit. Now, I liked it because of when you do Road to Glory, you're ranked as a team. You're ranked number 1, you're ranked number 2, and when you pick a crappy team and you make your way into the season, you can actually get your team to do better. And if you're undefeated, then you can go to the national championship. You have a chance to go to the national championship, mind you, but that's why I like picking ranked teams. So then if I go undefeated, then you make it to the national championship. That's what I really like. And I play on freshman mode, okay? All the haters, you could say, oh my God, why is he going playing freshman mode? Like, you're getting all the easy stuff. Exactly. Do I want to play video games where it's like tough and now I'm getting frustrated at the video games as well? No. I don't want to do that. I'd rather not. So, I play on freshman mode. And on freshman mode, I win the Heisman every time. How sick is that? I'm like the dopest college football athlete of all time on this thing. Every single time they're like, Heisman winner, Walter Payton Award, you know, like all this stuff. I don't think Walter Payton has an award. I think it's a different one. Walter something. Something. But, you know, I can't think of it. But look at this game. I lost it for a couple of years too. And we thought that my brother's friend, like a friend of his, took it, but he didn't. And I feel so bad. Because we were like, he took it. And Connor was like, no, he didn't. Anyway, we found it after my mom bought a second copy. How terrible is that? Yeah. I haven't used that one in a while.
What?
Right, Little John? You know, I enjoy the game. You can also play mascot matchup on this game where you play as a mascot from a college team, and how sick is that? Come on, you want to play as a mascot? You could do all these cool flippy juke moves and stuff. Come on, how great is that? It's fantastic. You can play as a tree from Stanford and have no arms but still hold on to a football. How do you do that? You just don't. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? Blue paint. Blue paint is in the bag because I enjoy painting. Painting in any way, shape, or form. I like painting because you are able to expand your creativity. And how to describe blue? I'm blue. Remember that song? That was a popular song on YouTube in the early 2000s, I'll tell you that. I have a blue house with a blue window. Blue is the color. Sorry. Oh my God. I'm like emoting into different things, but who cares? Who cares, people? This is my podcast. I get to do what I want on it. Is it going anywhere? I think it is. But blue is one of the main colors I use. You can use it for a sky. You can use it for the ocean. You can use it for tears. You can use it for... I know. I paint tears sometimes on the people. I draw a lot of faces. I paint a lot of faces. I like creating what a cheekbone could look like, or creating ears, the eyes, the nose, making the nose a weird shape. Why not? Why not, people? And I use, because like painting with a brush can be difficult sometimes because you have to learn how to, how to paint with a paintbrush. And there's a lot of different types of paintbrushes. So I'll tell a story from when I was in the 5th grade. I used to finger paint in my class, and my teacher would get absolutely pissed at me. Absolutely pissed at me. And it got to the point where I literally, like, she would say to me, "We don't have a budget in this damn art class. What do you think you're doing?" I'm like, come on, lady. I'm just having fun. Isn't that what paint is supposed to be? Isn't that what art is supposed to be? Having fun? She didn't agree. She did not agree. Anyway. Yeah. But blue paint, it's a part of the primary colors, and you can mix it into so many different things, and you can get so many different colors. Purple, you can get brown from it. I know. Why would I go to brown? You can get green. Well, brown because of my last name. Think about it, people. And get more of a navy blue when you add black to it. You get a nice sky blue when you add white to it. There's so much that you can do with it, and that's what I really like about painting, is experimenting. I sometimes go in with a plan. Like, I'll have a plan in my head, but I take it like I'm practicing, like Because sometimes, think about it, people. Sometimes when you write music, people already have the thing. Dun, 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 dun. Or they're just going in and they're just hitting keys to figure out what can go with what. Or adding something to their guitar. Like not an amp, but a plug-in that will add it and to make it more sound gritty or to sound, something different. That's what I do with paint. It comes out dark, I'll tell you that. It comes out really dark and scary, but I want to express how I'm feeling at that moment. And I know somebody out there will like it, hopefully, but you never really know. So, starving artist communicating. Gotta be more than a starving artist, though. Gotta be a hungry artist. An artist that is up for, why did I clap? Artist that is up for appetizers. Now we can clap. Crap like that, people. It is what it is. It is what it is. And painting is a different way of really creating. I think I've already said that before. Artists that I like, David Cho, Vincent Van Gogh. This is a really weird one. He's a professional wrestler. Jeff Hardy is a very cool one. I really like Jim Carrey's paintings. I like all different types of paintings that look like cartoons to me because I really enjoyed cartoons when I was growing up. I wished that I was able to draw cartoons, but I never was really able to. It is what it is. It is what it is, and I'm trying to draw cartoons now in my lifetime now when I'm doodling, and they come out pretty good. I'm figuring out how to draw the eyes, how to draw the nose, but I can't really do the flip thing where they're able to talk. So, next. Where are you? Ah, yes. Body powder. That's right. Body powder. People, these are things that are coming from my room. And body powder is a thing that's in my room just in case if you're chafing or just in case if you have something going on and you need something to protect yourself. But I'll tell a story about it. I used to play with trains. No. I haven't played with them recently. Okay? Don't call me the tism. I may have a touch of it. But not a grip. Like a handshake grip. I probably have like a poke to the nose, like a boop. That's what I would say my touch of the tism is. Just a little boop, boop. And so when I was playing with Thomas the Tank Engine trains, like you do when you're 4 years old, because I was 4 years old when this story was going on, I wanted snow on my train set. And, I didn't want to imagine at this point, so I opened up the thing and poured it all over. LeBron James that shit, and, covered my entire train set with powder. And it stayed there for a very long time. Yeah. You gotta be creative, people. If you want snow, you're putting baby powder down, and your mom's like, "What the fuck is this?" No, that's not how she reacted. She was just like, "You put baby powder on your thing." So, yeah. Those are my what's in the bag.
Aren't they great? What's in the bag? It's in my bag. A grocery bag that I stole from my mom. So technically not even my bag.
I wanted to talk about this story of this lifeguard. How he was pulled down by a shark. Dun, dun, dun. Lifeguard Greg Wilford recalled the terrifying moment he was pulled 6 feet under by what he believed to be a great white shark. I immediately slipped out of my strap on my can. Can? What do you mean, can? Maybe that's the thing that he holds. And swam to the surface as fast as I could. And then just beeling it back to the beach. I don't know what beeling means. But just days before the incident, nearly dozens of young sharks were spotted in the waters of Pine Point Beach in Maine. So as you noticed, I can't really read. But what happened was in Maine, this man, Greg, sees some sharks the day before, like a couple of days before. Then all of a sudden, while he's swimming, my man gets pulled down. Now, something I haven't really explained yet about this guy. He's 71 years old. 71! And this guy is still a lifeguard. Do you imagine that? 71 years old and this guy's saving your ass? Hell no. Hell no. Dude, 71 years old? The dude never got another job. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. Let's do some more research. Because my man... Oh, yeah. Rescued the torpedo fly around 6 to 8 feet out of the water as the lifeguard frantically swam to shore. They're not saying if he's had another job in his life. This is a little creepy. I don't want to be the other teenager on this beach with this 71-year-old dude being next to me like,
Oh, you should have seen the waters in the 80s.
oh, my God. Oh, Greg. Greg looks good for his age of 71, but he's 71 years old and the guy's a lifeguard. Look at me. Look at me. If I'm still working at the same retail place at 71 years old, there's a problem. It's like having a friend who worked at the movie theater in high school, and then you go back to that same movie theater with your kids and you're 45 years old, and he's like, whoa, hey, it's Greg from high school. And you're like, what the Greg, what are you doing here, man? Job, it was always good. I get to get the movies for free. 71 years old. 71. Hold on. We're going to look up in ChatGPT if I could be saved. If a lifeguard is 71 years old, what is my chance of surviving drowning in the ocean? Let's see what it says. Hey man, if you mean what are the odds of surviving an ocean drowning if a lifeguard is 71 years old, the age alone doesn't let us calculate. Oh, come on, chat. How quickly the lifeguard notices you. How far are you from shore? Waves, current, and the water temperatures. Everything is bad. Oh, geez. No, I'm not in physical danger. Jesus Christ. Chat never really understands sometimes. I have the free ChatGPT, and, I meant it for the circumstances. That's not how you spell circumstances. Because it was like, are you in danger? Are you in danger? Okay. Got you. You meant the circumstances of drowning, not your life is bad. My mistake. Heart emoji. See, we're boys. But I have yelled at it a couple of times, and if AI does become a thing, it's going to kill me. You're drowning in the ocean. The lifeguard is 71 years old. The conditions are otherwise bad. Water current, and you're struggling. And yes, the situation is significantly more dangerous. If there still isn't a reliable percentage we can assign you for your survival. So it can't really tell me if I'm going to survive or not. But with Greg, am I going to survive? Probably. Greg looks like he's been there. He's like the body surfing expert. If you want to look up this, I will put this link in the description of this photo of Greg, because Greg is looking Greg's looking hot. Not like hot, but like, you know, looking great for his age. He definitely dyes his beard. He definitely dyes his hair bleach blonde. I like how I said beach because he's got a beach bod, I'll tell you that. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise, Greg, take it easy. But he's 71 years old, and he's still kicking it as a lifeguard. Would you believe that you would be saved by a lifeguard? Let me know in the comments if he was 71 years old. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. Give it a like, subscribe, and remember to subscribe to the channel. If you're on Apple, if you're on Spotify, give it a like, give it a follow. Yeah. My mom just texted me, so peace out, y'all. I'll see you in the next episode. It's been real. It's been fun. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.